Family, honestly, this thing happening with South Africans over there. South Africans, this thing happening there, that you are allowing some few people in South Africa who say they are Operation Dudula and they are going around harassing other citizens. It is becoming something else. So much agitation is on the ground. Ghanaians are agitating. Nigerians are agitating. We watch a lot of videos. People are tired of this. Every time, only you know how to sack people from your country. Others can also do it. Just because of one or two things, which is the reason why we are not seeing. If other countries decide to do the same thing, you are going to cause so much inconvenience for a lot of people of South Africans who are living in other Africa countries. For example, in Ghana, like this, the foreign affairs minister actually issued a statement, and then he summoned the South Africa authority representing here, the South Africa High Commissioner to Ghana. They've been summoned on serious issue regarding this. Secondly, the minister launched some complaints and then lamented on some serious issues, raised serious issues, and went back to history to remind you of the fact that what you are doing is wrong. That is one side of the conversation. There are politicians who are fueling the anger in some Ghanaians, whom after watching that video where you saw those Dudula people, you are following that lady with that Bazawala wig on her head called Victoria, and you people are harassing that Ghanaian man. I mean, according to report, we make contact, authority make contact to know whether the man is safe and sound, and according to report, he's safe. Nothing is wrong with him. He's okay. Nobody touch him and all that. But Ghanaians are agitating, Nigerians are agitating, and some politicians in Ghana have started fueling that agitation, because, you know, when it comes to politics, people want to ride. So I'm going to play you a video and you listen to what politicians are calling for. They are calling for tit for tat. They say they cannot understand why, if Ghanaians cannot live in South Africa in peace, then South Africans, they can't understand why they also will live in Ghana in peace. They went back to history, reminding South Africans. And this thing that politicians are calling in Ghana, that we should do tit for tat, it is going to land all of us in chaos, because once Ghana start, Nigeria start, before you know, others start, Zimbabwe start, and then it will become a whole lot of things. I don't know the reason why the authority of South Africa, Ramaphosa, is so weak on dealing with these people. Anyway, this is the statement. First of all, let's read the statement of the Foreign Affairs Minister, Ablakwa. He said, earlier today, I summoned the acting South African High Commissioner to Ghana, Mr. Thando Delamba. At the meeting, I conveyed the government of Ghana's strong condemnation of the continuous xenophobic attacks on Ghanaians and other Africans living in South Africa. We are urging South Africa authorities to take decisive action in protecting the human rights and dignity of our nationals and all Africans. Ghana equally expected that the promised investigation be expedited and all perpetrators punished to serve as adequate deterrent. So it's just in the case of the people who have been attacked, you know, some people receive punches on their faces and a whole lot of things happen. They need to be investigated. That's what the minister is calling on. And it looked like the South Africa government promised that they are going to investigate. And they said, look, they should investigate and all those people should be punished so that this thing shouldn't repeat itself again. Now, this is what politicians are saying. This message you are going to hear is coming from the Director of Communication. I mean, his name is Solomon Wusu, Director of Communication, United Party. This is what he's saying. Listen to this.
She says, yeah, we are fixing the continent. So the major problem that I identify, look at the innocent Ghanaian. This is what we are discussing. And we are saying, let's use diplomacy. A Ghanaian, one person being surrounded by 15 South Africans, with that lady who has gone to borrow a wig, telling him it's her peace of mind. And you are here saying, let's use diplomacy. What do we have to do? She says they are fixing their country. I was expecting, it's not even enough what the Minister of Foreign Affairs has done. But now,
I don't watch this video. But
this is, I meant,
what is she doing?
No, these are the issues that you are telling me that diplomatically. By now, the High Commissioner of South Africa in Ghana must be answering to us. Why South Africans living in Ghana must live in this country?
But should it be an eye for an eye?
It has to be, because this is not the first time. You see, sometimes the lady that spoke, they don't know their history. If they know the contribution of Ghana to South Africa, she wouldn't speak the way she spoke. As far back as 1960s. Kwame Nkrumah gave our money to the Isizwe, the arm wing of ANC. That money could have been used to develop Ghana. Mandela was the one that was coming to this country to collect that money. Now, beyond that, there were a lot of comrades from South Africa that were using Ghanaian passports. Because at that time, we were using South African passports. It was very difficult to be traveling around to fight apartheid. We granted them passports to be traveling around the world in our name so that they can go and do business. What are we talking about? Look at the guy in the midst of 15 South Africans being humiliated.
Yeah.
We do this, and the High Commissioner, having heard from him, we said we have called the foreign minister there. She must be explaining to us why the more than 5,000 South Africans here must live comfortably. Look, this economy called Ghana is held by South African businesses. They make so much money from this country.
South Africans, I'm telling you the truth. If you are doing that thing in there, if you allow that lady to be doing that thing in there, please just make sure that no foreign national, as you call Nigeria or anybody die, especially Ghana, Nigeria, and other Africa countries, die through the harassment and violent activity that these Dudula people are carrying out. If that happen, it will be complete different thing on its own. It will not stand. Ghanaians, we can't hold them not to hit the street and chase your people out. We can't do that because you see politicians are fueling this. They know that Ghanaians are agitating. We know this is the kind of politics we do. So I will not call it politics, but they know that Ghanaians are angry, and therefore the moment you sympathize with the people, you win their love immediately. That is the kind of politics we do here. So this thing you are doing is dangerous to your people. Now this is what Samuel Ablakwa said.
We continue to believe in Pan-Africanism, and we continue to believe that it is only when Africa unites that Africa's full potential will be realized, as our founder, the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said. So it is really regrettable that at this time, when we've won such a huge victory at the United Nations, the Global South has come together, all Africans, people of African descent have come together, 123 countries sending a clear message against the transatlantic enslavement of our forebears, that in this modern era, we will see such hatred, such xenophobia against each other, against Africans. It is totally unacceptable, it is condemnable, and we will do everything as a government to protect our nationals and to make sure that we demand from the South African government to protect our citizens and to keep them safe, because they owe them that duty of care. Just as we will continue to make sure that all South Africans living in Ghana are safe, are protected, and we will not encourage any reprisal attack. We will condemn it, and we will not even contemplate it. And we know that Ghanaians are very welcoming, very hospitable, very peace-loving people, and they will not do that. So I do hope that this will be the last round of xenophobic attack that we will be seeing in South Africa.
You see, people are getting tired of this, your everyday go back to your country thing. People are getting tired of it. Many people of you are like, foreigners are coming to your country and some of them are selling drug and all that. Let your authority deal with it. That has been my stand against Ghanaians who say Nigeria must go. You know, when some Nigerians begin to misbehave and all that. I say no. Let pressure the authority to deal with those who are committing crime. And before we realize, action was taken. A lot of them were arrested with the kind of things, the fraudsters and a whole lot of things. Even some are even afraid right now. They're still going on with that operation right now. So it is the authority that to cure those drug dealing and things that you are complaining about. Because if everybody wants to say that, okay, Nigerians are here, some of them are misbehaving, then we sack all Nigerians away. And Nigerians also say that some Ghanaians are misbehaving over there. If we have that mentality, or everybody have that Dudula mentality that you people have, what is going to happen? Nobody will travel anywhere at all. No single soul will travel anywhere. That is what is going to happen. I don't know how many of you noticed that this whole thing started when Julius Malema was, was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. That lady Victoria with that her Bazawala wig, she's been, I mean, these guys, the imperialists, it look like they want to, you know what they are doing to you? They are closer to the presidential seat. The white guys, in there, they are so close. So they are going to use you to create yourself an enemy over across the entire continent. Your neighbors, you become enemy with them. Those who stand for you, because they knew that during the apartheid regime, those who stand for you are the people you are chasing today. They are, they did it nicely. When they start, at that time, Ghana was there, Nigeria was there. Other African countries were there. When you look at the people that this your Dudula movement has targeted, these are the very people that stood for your fathers during the apartheid regime. So they knew that these people can stand for you again, and therefore they are going to use you to convert these good people to your enemy. So when the day they begin with you, you will not have anybody to speak for you. There was a time where South Africans cannot travel because they were declared stateless people. Ghana give your people passport to travel in the name of Ghana. And today you are chasing Ghanaians, and I heard the lady said that it is no longer about legality. We just don't want you here. And she was walking around with the white lady, and then she's happy. That privilege of Africans when they are working with white people, they are happy. No, this what you are doing is wrong. And what I want you to notice is that the whole thing started when they said Julius Malema is been sentenced 5 years imprisonment. Yeah, because Julius Malema has been one voice against this whole thing that you people are doing. In the middle of all this conversation, there's an old video. There's an old video of the president of Ghana that emerged. And this video is circulating all over social media. And Africans, every Africa country, all the social media handles, when it comes to Ghana, they are playing it. Nigeria, bloggers, they are playing it. This is, the patient is going. People are fed up with this. Or go back to your country thing. This is the video.
I think that it's an issue that we are all worried about because of the specific circumstances of South Africa, and it's most regrettable and most unfortunate. I think that the young people of South Africa do not know what happened before they gained their freedom. The whole of this continent stood behind South Africa. The whole of Africa stood behind South Africa to fight against apartheid. I remember all of us growing up as secondary school children, went on marches, were part of the African Youth Command, we demonstrated, we boycotted classes and all that, all in the fight against apartheid. Indeed, for several of the countries where their citizens have been brutalized in South Africa, these are countries that were called frontline states that harbored the freedom fighters, of South Africa, and gave them safe haven, gave them passports, to be able to avoid the clutches of the apartheid regime. And even Nigeria, even though not a neighbor of South Africa, was considered a frontline state because of the economic contribution that Nigeria did to the ANC to be able to liberate South Africa from apartheid. And so it is regrettable that the same people who fought against apartheid, are being attacked in this way. The pictures we've seen are very horrible. As ECOWAS, we've issued a statement condemning what is happening. The unfortunate thing is this is not the first time. It keeps flaring up.
Before I made this video, as I'm doing right now, I recorded this video on 23rd. I'm going to be uploading it on 24th, right? I went to, African Union, their page. They have not issued a single statement regarding this. Even their page is useless. African Union have not issued statement regarding this xenophobic thing that is happening in South Africa. African Union cannot call the government of South Africa that, look, take action against these people. Because, when these people keep doing this, it is like there's no law, there's no rule. Nobody have authority over them. They go about doing things the way they want. They go about and then they can attack people. Whoever they want to attack, they will attack, and then that's all. So they can beat people up and nobody will take action against them. They go to hospitals, sack people, and that's all. So who is holding them accountable? Are they above the law? There's no law guiding them. They can just go about doing things. These guys are funded by the people who want to oppress you people. We are telling you the truth. The sad part of the conversation is that if white people go to Orania today, that they want to live and integrate among the Orania people over there, which is a white community, the white people will not chase them away. But you black people, you go there, the white people will chase you away. Yet they are influencing you to chase your own black people out of your country. Look at where you have fallen, South Africa. Look at where you have landed yourself. You allow this lady with that bazawala hair destroying your name in the name of Dudula, go back to your country. They go back to your country. The painful part of the conversation is that this seed that you people are sowing, this seed that this generation of in South Africa, you are sowing, the seed of discord that you are sowing down, you die in the future and leave this earth, and your younger generation will come and face the consequences, because when they begin to oppress them, nobody is going to speak for them. People will be like, yeah, people will remind them of how you treated them. This thing you are doing is very dangerous, but I will repeat again, make sure that no African citizen die in your hands through this, because the people are agitating. They didn't hear that somebody died through this Dudula thing that you people are doing. Family, see you in the next episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Respect.